I'm going to read to you a part to my 2019 screenplay. This part is about Taylor Swift. I say to Dr. Natural, remember Taylor Swift, the pop artist that I believe knows me? Dr. Natural says, yes I do, Andrew, this is a fantasy. She has a countdown clock on her website. It's counting down to Easter. Dr. Natural asks, what's it counting down to? I say fans are not supposed to know, but it's a new album. It was leaked on the dark web. Dr. Natural says, I remember the days of new rock albums. I'm excited for you. What's it about? I say in her previous album she claimed to have died by saying the old Taylor Swift has died. Dr. Natural says, sounds silly and pretentious. I say it is, but the Swifties, which are her fans, love it. I'm a huge Swiftie. I have all her albums. I have 3 t-shirts as well. Dr. Natural says, maybe I'll try being a Swiftie. I'll listen to the album and analyze it and try to see why you like it. I say some things are just fun and there's no psychological reason behind it. You know, it's leaked. It's a leaked album. She's claiming to have risen from the dead. Basically, she's saying she's like Jesus. Dr. Natural, although I don't believe in God, I'm offended because of what an arrogant delusion of grandeur that is. I'm laughing, haha, yeah, it's great. And the more absurd she gets, the more her fans love it. She also is changing her stage name from Taylor Swift to simply Swift. She says it's more marketable. Dr. Natural says, you believe Taylor Swift knows who you are. Tell me more about that. I know this sounds crazy, but a decade ago I was posting on a music internet forum. Talented musicians post there. Dr. Natural asks, what's a forum? I say it's a community of internet posters. Most of them are anonymous, hiding under an internet name. There's a lot of discussions going on there. Dr. Natural says, interesting, tell me more. On the forum, I was creating these songs that sounded like an elementary school kid wrote them. They were somewhat comical. Also on the forum, I'd go on mentally ill rants. Some comedic, some depressed about bullying, depression. I'd trash pop stars like Taylor Swift, saying how they don't know what it's like to struggle in life. They've had it easy. Let me guess, you believe Taylor Swift was one of the posters on the forum. Exactly, Dr. Natural. I commanded attention on the forum. I really stood out. I had everyone talking about me. I was like the elephant in the room, and I believe Taylor Swift has been following me on the sly ever since. Many years later, when I was sounding sick on social media, someone posted an image of Taylor Swift saying, "Are you okay?" You know, from the You Belong With Me music video. I believe it's her. I believe she knows me. Dr. Natural says that's predicate logic. That's why the internet is a scary place for people with your condition. You can be duped to thinking anyone is Taylor Swift. Joking, I say, yeah, even if Taylor Swift does know who I am, I can't date her. I've discovered she's 5'11" and I'm only 5'9". A man can't date a woman who's 2 inches taller than him. Dr. Natural laughing, haha, that's absurd. But the reason you can't date her is that it's a delusion. Dr. Natural says 5 minutes later, I've recommended books and documentaries to you, but I know you don't read or watch them. So I'm going to suggest a rock song, since I know you like comparing yourself to rock musicians. Right, like Poppy says, I'm like Roger Waters from the band Pink Floyd. Dr. Natural says, Poppy? I say, yes, my dad, Poppy. I don't believe he's my biological father. I believe the piano man Billy Joel is, remember? Dr. Natural laughing, of course I remember. How could I forget something so absurd? Just checking to see where your mind is at. I'm laughing, that's why my mom pays you the big bucks, so you don't forget about Billy Joel. Dr. Natural says, I have to find ways to reach you, so I am going to suggest rock music to you. You're like Be Good Johnny by Men at Work. You listen to your parents, teachers, obeying every golden rule. But you don't want to work or go to recovery groups. All you want to do is live in a daydream to escape the screaming. You live in a daydream to escape the real world bullies, your parents. You're a daydreamer.